host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll find Osborne here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and a couple. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. yards. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily side.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 2. Bring up 48.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the run is Nwangu. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this pass caught by Gray. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Right side, and he finds Gray. Touchdown, 49ers! Danny Gray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Cousins going to change it up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. On the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Cousins.
45-yard line.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Cousins. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
First.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is taken in at the 5. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The throwing here, Purdy. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play action now. Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Listen to me.
Cousins now from the 50. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 42. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eluding the pressure right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Leave it, bring up 48. Where's your hot?
Cousins to throw it.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Hey, Steamer. 300. What's that?
Now Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jarvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12. At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gun! Good routes here. First!
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black! Line out! Hey, flipper! Gun!
Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, 382, list 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the 49er 1st down.
His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Down to about the 37.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 5 yards on
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Now Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On 4th down, Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 27 yards.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the Niners have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.